Joining us now, Nicole Neily from Parents Defending Education and GOP strategist Ford O'Connell. Nicole, we see the trend spotting that shutdowns and vaccine mandates outraged so many Americans they left the Democrat Party to become independent or maybe even Republicans. We're talking even teachers, health workers, and parents. What do you see, Nicole?
Absolutely. That's what we hear on the ground all the time. A lot of first-generation Americans, former Democrats, like you said, teachers who come to us with tips saying, what the heck is going on? I just want my child to learn. And so I think it's not a surprise. And, we'll see what this bodes for November.
Ford, to Nicole's point, school board parents are seeing victories in states like Texas and Florida. I mean, we're just a month and a half until the midterms. School board parents are now the new powerful voting bloc.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Liz. Look, parental rights and the oversight of their kids' education is a top-tier issue. And to your point, you're seeing it from coast to coast. You're seeing it in my home state of Florida. You're seeing it in California. You're seeing it in Virginia. And to Nicole's point, they are frustrated. First it was closures, then it was masking. Now it's the curriculum. And these parents are going to take that frustration to the ballot box in the midterms.
Yeah, so parents are angry over union-backed school shutdown policies, a dramatic loss of learning, the largest drop in reading scores since 1990, the first drop in math scores ever reported. But Nicole, I want you to watch and listen to Dr. Fauci again flip-flop, admitting, yes, he did want to shut things down after claiming he didn't. Watch.
And sometimes when you do draconian things, it has collateral negative consequences, just like when you shut things down, even temporarily, it does have deleterious consequences on the economy, on the school children. You know that. But you have to make a balance. When you're dealing with, we know the only way to stop something cold in its tracks is to try and shut things down. I didn't shut down anything. We didn't recommend shutting everything down. We wanted to cause a pause, to remember the terminology, to flatten the curve. Well, I don't think it's forever irreparably damaged anyone.
Pause turned into a shutdown for more than a year and a half. What do you say, Nicole?
I think it is reprehensible that a U.S. government official is calling American children collateral damage. How dare he? We look at people like the teachers union head in Los Angeles that made statements like, there's no such thing as learning loss. Our babies learned resilience. There is a lost generation of American school children who just went missing during the pandemic, the learning loss that has disproportionately hurt minority communities, disadvantaged children. The same people that scream equity from the rooftops have hurt children and set them back a generation. It is appalling. That is such an offensive statement. I am so furious at that.
What do you say, Ford? I mean, we've turned it to indoctrinating children and not teaching children U.S. history. U.S. history, we are a great country. We have a wonderful Constitution and a Bill of Rights. But now it's about indoctrinating children. And then we have people like Dr. Fauci talking about children as collateral damage.
Well, first of all, Dr. Fauci's guidance over the last several years has irreparably harmed America's children. And the data back to May of 2020 showed that keeping kids out of school was a terrible idea and irreparably harmed their mental growth. It also showed us that masking in schools, as in most settings, was not going to work. But when it comes to the curriculum, and I think this is going to be the future fight for Americans, is to understand that right now the teachers' unions and the teachers are not interested in teaching their kids. They're interested in indoctrinating them, and it's usually towards a political end. Politics does not have a place in schools. It should be about the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, not politics.
And you teach history, Nicole, so we learn from the mistakes and don't do it again. We shouldn't be indoctrinating children, Nicole. Your final word.
Absolutely. You know what? This is a zero sum. Every hour they're spending on social justice initiatives at school is an hour that children are not making up that reading, that writing, that mathematics. Our children deserve better. Our country deserves better.
Nicole Neily, Ford O'Connell, thanks for joining us tonight.